just got those two port tackers and then no one else. They were about 30 seconds off the pin.
Well, let's have a quick check-in with the racetrack. Have a look at that ghost boat, which uses the wind field data. It really likes that long run into the left-hand boundary, maximum pace, maximum distance, and then approaching from the right-hand side.
Yeah, we can't drive at the moment.
Let's go into the water, Peter Lester.
Looks more settled. I think things have settled down a wee bit. That breeze coming, or the wind coming out of about 210 has actually won the day, and this one looks more settled. We've still got that difficult sea state, and jibing from starboard to port. Watch out for that on leg 2.
Teams working their way a lot further downwind now before the start in these windy conditions, so the dirty air off all the boats less drastic and less critical in these windy conditions, so boats are a little more efficient now, and that dirty air not quite as disastrous in the pre-start, so plenty of power on offer.
Yeah, a lot less risk from that, but the box is small when you're going at 20, 30 knots. Quickly getting across to the boundary.
All teams using their training wheels at the moment, putting that windward foil down and just stabilising the boat, just making the boat easy to sail.
What about time and distance now? That'll be the comms on board. When to tack, head back.
Yeah, have to get low if we can. Okay, my will. Oh, we're good actually, yours.
Hannah Mills starting the charge back to the line.
Get deep if we can. No 5 to kill. Not coming down much.
Potentially wanting
fluid
that left-hand end starting off the pin.
Yeah, coming down a bit now, but still.
Okay, board down. 3, 2, 1, board up. Okay, charge. We go for the roll.
Lina Rossa Padaparelli staying high, wanting that right-hand end of the line.
Kill 6.
Red Bull Racing really late potentially for the start. Very, very late approach.
Yeah, copy. Can't get there.
Americans possibly late as well.
Athena Pathway have the left-hand end all to themselves.
It's still pressing for target.
Race 4, Group A.
285.
Puig Women's America's Cup.
How much, sir?
285.
No, how much, sir?
5 left.
Okay,
Americans actually getting a slingshot through the windward end of the line there, so just managed to get around the back of the Kiwis and have to get through the eye of the needle.
Best start was the Italians, only 9 meters back and at pace. Tight battle this, closest we've seen them all.
Really interesting as they come off this boundary, boat into that boundary, having right of way to be able to tack over, but only have rights while they stay in that boundary. So the other teams having to tack and let them out of that boundary.
Simultaneous tacks between the British and the Kiwis, powering over to the right-hand side of the course.
Okay.
The boat's getting a clean tack away. Have a really tight battle across here. All about keeping the foot down, steering and trimming well for maximum performance. You see the teams that are doing this well, taking gains. The ones that touch down and get wobbly, sliding backwards.
Joale having a look. She battled Hannah Mills for Olympic glory for nearly a decade. Here they are back on the racetrack, eyeing each other up.
USA actually the right-of-way boat here.
Speed will help us with the wave, so it's slightly wider than target angle.
The Italians having to give way.
Intersection with Athena in 5.
By Richard Slater and his team.
By 1. Happy, same with Prada behind them.
They're well and truly across the port tackers there, so no foul. And
Qantas is 60, you're happy with that? Not happy. Okay.
Well and truly in this race.
American Magic really needs a good race, sitting at the bottom of the table.
Good speed. good mode with New Zealand.
Great to see them back in the game here.
Might have one in right here.
Ripping tack on board Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli. They just flicked the boat round beautifully on a nice part of the swell, just turning as the boat was dipping down into the swell and accelerating out the other side. So very, very close race at the top.
Yeah, cool. Target 30.
Italians across the front of the Americans. This top sector of the course, you'll see all the boats start converging to get closer to this top gate. Cleaner pathway though, Shirley. Look like they're getting a nice little wind out to that top right-hand side of the course. Taking some gains, possibly not in pressure, but in angle.
Big loss to Luna Rossa there. British team did really well on the right-hand side of the track.
As Peter was saying earlier, very difficult to see the wind on the water in these really lumpy conditions with the glare and with some water on your goggles. Sitting down low, sometimes tricky, but big right-hand shift there. British team making the most of that, sailing a shorter distance to the top there, getting bent up towards that top mark. So taking a gain, shorter distance sail, take a commanding lead going into this top part of the course.
Cleaner pathway, Great Britain. They already have one win. It was the opening race of the day, and they did a sterling job on that. Can they repeat it in the last race of the opening day of the Puig Women's America's Cup? We've been waiting a long time to see them ripping at high speeds and in close quarters, and that is exactly what you are getting. Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli, American Magic.
Angle at 2, 1, angle.
Emirates Team New Zealand.
19. Slow beer. 23.
A little bit of a wobble coming around, and right behind them, Orient Express L'Oreal Racing.
Straight inside there into a jibe. Kiwis just getting high and slow, and just staying on the foils there with a really down speed manoeuvre.
Driving at 20.
Lingy Red Bull Racing get around.
Pitch. Main starting. Getting a bit soft first roll. A lot of pressure in front, please.
Teams absolutely flying on this downwind. TV not doing justice of how fast these boats are really going, but the spray coming off that little carbon fibre foil is any indication of how fast the boats are going.
Okay, body flat
On
down.
board.
Puff 25, 2, 1, puff on. Jump up. Good number here. Up your foot.
Very tidy upwind for Great Britain. We're into a more normal pattern now, where we've seen late in the day the wind wants to go to the right, a bit more angle in the right, but more importantly, flatter water and pressure. And that was what Hannah Mills and the team picked up to get into the lead. It'll just be interesting now to see whether they can hold off Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli, because they look fast.
See how fast the Italians can send it downwind.
Can we try 0.6 here?
The British team doing everything they can to hold them off.
And slightly. And chop for 10.
We've seen these flags battling it out, almost even performance for the last week and a half on the AC75s.
Close to a lay, they'll be driving.
Absolutely nothing in between those two boats, nothing in between these two boats either.
In this square. Puntalo un po', siamo sotto le linee.
The Italian team now having right of way, Shirley, over the British, so decision now on the British of how to handle this. They'll probably duck up behind the Italian team.
Siamo sotto lei, Giulia.
Sì, no, è che arrivavano queste...
Focus on performance.
No, I was wrong. They decided to jibe.
Good slow.
South first balloon over.
Yeah, I got them. Okay, jibe.
Close to ley line, but possibly another manoeuvre needed
Get in if you want.
by both
Yeah, good
boats.
for it. You want
Italians
it?
closer to laying in than the British.
Okay. Stand
Both
by.
these teams have worked really closely with their Youth America's Cup teams, and we'll come to this with plenty of information and settings. No surprise that they are rapid.
Also, Prada really displaying how much you can get speed out of these one-make AC40s, but right on them is Athena Pathway, Great Britain.
Little left shift coming down there, so we couldn't see that on our screens, but British doing a nice job driving on lay.
Will, squad up.
Well and truly in the mix. Linarossa Prada probably just taking a small advantage.
Americans are through, so too will the Orient Express L'Oreal Racing, pushing hard against Emirates Team New Zealand. And the Red Bull Racing Imperative had a fairly solid downwind leg. We're halfway through race 4.
Anna Mills there saying left shift, so that left shift they did the downwind in now. They are in that on the upwind. Potentially going back right again, up over to that right side. American Magic
By 2 if we can.
hanging on. Top
Currently
3 places is what it's all about in this series.
well, higher speed. Medium left shift. Big press.
Gains back to the British there, locked in and sailing well. Tash Bryant
We're 40 off the boundary. Looks like a breeze
And a
at the
diamond.
nose at the boundary.
business well at the moment.
Siamo 39 di Coronda.
Poggia un filo, ok, così va bene. Ora un filo, pressa un filo. Ok, my call on the tech, che faremo insieme a loro appena buttano giù l'arma. Quindi state stand by. Ok? Così. Afficcio, one, pass on. My wheel, che presso un po'.
Siamo al boundary. Siamo al
Stand
boundary.
by.
Boats coming up
3,
to the
2, 1, board down. Board down.
right-hand boundary, and this could be a crucial manoeuvre for both boats in terms of race 4. Simo Tack,
In the square.
Athena Pathways from Great Britain look to have a little upwind edge, and they really now have got in quite a strong position. For Linarossa Prada Pirelli in that leeward position, they'll be trying to reduce the gauge on the windward boat to try and stop Great Britain rolling over the top. Great race.
This is a great race, and what a battle. I've got a feeling this might run and run all week. Quality teams, well drilled, practice, great racecraft. The battle has started.
Better numbers now for me. Easier boat.
Just a few meters between them. Love that shot from the onboard camera.
Board down in 2, 1, board down.
Linarossa Prada Pirelli just managed to move forward. In a pathway tacking away.
Go faster than this.
Boats getting to open course now, so having to do
Hanno belli numeri prima, Giulia.
at least one more manoeuvre each to get to the top. And the British there just taking a little bit of a shift, tacking away from the Italians. So back to that possible favoured right-hand side. We saw that in the last upwind leg. The British taking a huge gain out there, and we're interested to see how it pans out from now.
Oh, American Magic fans will be disappointed. American Magic off the foils. Struggling to get going, even though there's plenty breeze.
They were running in position 3. They were running in third position and looking good for valuable points.
Just having a look at their onboard, see what happened.
Yeah, just a little vent and a little touch down there, but not reacting quick enough to ease the sails and actually bear the boat away. So holding the boat high, washing all your speed off, then basically having no lift from that little foil. So needed to ease the sails quickly, bear away to keep the speed on.
Well, the battle for first place is well and truly on. Coming back on board, Linarossa Prada Pirelli, neck and neck with the British team.
Ok, buona così. 5, 2, 1, off on.
is coming up to the next cross, and we're on the left-hand side. It does look to me as though Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli are just ahead, and they'll be able to get round the bow of Great Britain, and that's a crucial cross as we come into the top mark for the last time.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli nailing it on them. They know the British are dangerous.
Hands coming under.
So Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli in defensive mode as they complete the third leg of 4. They're heading home. They make it 3 in a row today. Or will Athena Pathway Great Britain have something to say about that? It only takes one wobble.
Really nothing in that beat, so both boats splitting and coming back, and it was really just a slight gain to the Italians, but we've been able to tack in front of the British, give them a little bit of dirty air just for a short period, and then execute a really high-speed slingshot bear away, and have turned that into a 100-metre lead.
These manoeuvres crucial on this battle.
Real battle for this third position between Orient Express L'Oreal Racing and Emirates Team New Zealand, 3rd and 4th, as you see it at the moment.
Big battle for 1st and 2nd, and we've got a big battle for 3rd and 4th currently at the moment, so both these teams needing to push hard on this downwind for those valuable points at the finish.
Currently the Kiwis in 3rd place overall. Remember, after this series, it is full reset. Just have to make the top 3. They have to keep pushing.
The completion of this race will be at the halfway point of this series. Top 3 boats going through to the final against the top 3 of the Group B invited teams, so important to make that top 3 cut. Italians extending on this downwind, Shirley sailing the boat beautifully.
Impressive racecraft from Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli, and also really calm comms. You get the feeling that they've been working with Jimmy and Bruni on that, very considered.
Nice pass. Turning. 17.
Quindi square, building qua. Arriva davanti a te. Fiocco in.
Beautiful sail control on board Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli, really nice. Nicely locked in on roll, which is so important on these AC40s. It's important on the 75s as well, as it is on most boats, but controlling the leeway, very, very critical on a foiling boat.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli, they had a bit of a wobble in race number 1, but they've certainly found their form now, and they are in a rhythm. They will hit the line here in race 4, and that will be 3 race wins in a row for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli on the opening day of the Puig Women's America's Cup. You can bet they're happy about that. Followed in by Athena Pathway Great Britain. These 2 teams signalling they could be the teams to beat. Yep, happiness all around. Britannia fans, or should I say British fans, and also Italian fans as well. Oh, it's been a big 24 hours, hasn't it? Big 24 hours for both those supporters. Now, how about this one?
Big cross coming up here, very, very close. The French pushing hard, just a jibe in front to try and take this valuable set of points. Oh, they're loose here. The French, they've just got it under control.
And they hold on, the French. Orient Express L'Oreal Racing, they need some points. And they will get it. Valuable points for Orient Express L'Oreal Racing. 3rd position, followed home by Emirates Team New Zealand.
Great job. Foreign Express L'Oreal Racing.
Lingy Red Bull Racing come home. It's been a long day for them, but they're in the hunt. That's all that matters with 4 to go.